Toronto Tech Week is coming up, and this is the event schedule. There's about 600 events, which is too many to sift through by hand. They have filters, but the filters are backward, because who knows what I might like to attend, but I definitely know what I don't want to attend, so the filter don't work. Let's use Vim to help sift through everything. So let's copy everything and then paste it into Vim. Alright, so if we look at what we copied, there's some junk in the header, there's probably some junk in the footer, and so let's get rid of that first of all. So let's get rid of this, and then at the start, let's get rid of all of this, get rid of this, okay. And then, so if you look at the events, the format for the actual events is pretty consistent, but then there's these headings in the middle that are going to screw things up, so let's delete them. So one of those headings is this one here. So let's go May whatever 2026 end of line, delete that. And actually we want to delete 2, so that because there is an empty line after the heading, so we want to delete the empty line too. So the dx command takes account, and if you provided a count, it's just the number of lines to delete. So in our case, we use a count of 2. So now everything should be in a consistent format, hopefully. So let's write a macro to merge events, to join events into their own lines, so it's easier to filter. So we will record a macro. Let's go J. I will put the date in square brackets, so it's easier to recognize. So let's put square brackets here. The title is like duplicated, so let's delete that. Join again, then let's delete this. Okay, and then stop recording. You can see down in the keycap what I typed. And if we go at Q to repeat, adat. So it's all looking good. So let's go 999 at Q to repeat and apply to the entire file. There we are. So we're on line 598. So that sounds about right. 600 events. That's good. Now something that's a little bit annoying here is it's hard to see where lines begin. So this whole thing is one line, but it's hard to know that this is the beginning of the line, and this is halfway through the line, and this is also halfway through the line. We could set no wrap, and then every event is actually one visual line. But the problem is there's a bunch of information we don't see, so that's kind of not great. So let's not do that. What we can do instead is use an option called show break. So I like to set it to pipe space, like this, and now you can see it's very clear now where lines wrap. So show break is an option that lets you put a little marker whenever a line wraps. Since we use the set command, we need to escape characters like pipe and space and so on. So that's why we have those backslashes here. Okay, so now that we have our 600 events, let's get rid of everything that I for sure don't want. So let's set ignore case. So ignore case will just make it easier to search, because then searching will become case insensitive. So then let's delete all the stuff that's uninteresting. So builder stuff, founder stuff, what else? Startups, AI. So I'm using here the backslash angle brackets. Those are called word boundaries. You can read more about them here. But so effectively, AI is a short word, and I want to make sure it doesn't match within other words. I want to make sure that AI is the entire word, so I just use word boundaries. What else? Agents. Anything build, really. Building. None of that. Pitches. None of that. Okay, so now let's see. So now we're down to 153 lines. So this is a lot more manageable. So this is where I would start and start reading through all the events to see what might be interesting. And as I'm reading through, let's say like here's a walk. Let's say I don't want walks, so I can go walk and delete that. So now there's no more walks. Control O to come back, and then I could keep reading.